Okay, so this is the end of the night. This is one of the most fantastic paranormal investigations I ever had because we got down with some funky music, and we got down with some Zandine dancing. We got
And he has the voice of an angel.
yes, he was singing. The lady here, she was busy singing and doing her ambient type music. Okay, and brought in some angelic. Some stuff. And then you got down funky, you got down with everybody, Led Zeppelin and everybody. So, and everybody was enjoying it.
Oh, and Zeppelin, that's right.
Yeah. So here's your fan base right over here, so bro. Yeah.
Signing autographs with you.
Absolutely.
Oh, and he also gifted me with an amp. That was just so nice. I've never met someone so
Oh, yes.
Wait till you see her next time. Watch.
Hey, so everybody, though, during this paranormal investigation experienced something. I saw an actual, I've been on something like 1,000 investigations, and I've seen 4 full-body apparitions. This time I saw a half-body apparition where I saw the shoulders, and I saw the man's head, and it was going from right to left on the window. And then when I got inside, I got an EVP, and the EVP, what did it say, Robert? I forget. I don't remember either.
Nora or no one?
No, that's theirs. Where? So it said where. So we got an EVP there. Then we got some crazy orb activity. And one of the things that we didn't do is I always try to see that if the orb has intelligent movement. So that's like placing my hand on the wall and say appear by my hand to see if it has intelligence. Then I can say that it is a spiritual containment field. But these orbs were moving erratically. And I don't think it's dust. I really do think it has intelligence. So we saw some crazy stuff where orbs were flying out of people's bodies and flying through their heads and everything else.
And flops and going back.
Yeah, and I even think I had one went right up my poop chute. Okay, so anyway.
We're going around in a circle now.
Yeah,
this
yes.
way, and we're talking about what we all felt.
Yeah. So I'll start with you.
Okay, first thing I felt in the bedroom, I had a vision of the painting that your great-grandmother or grandmother painted, and I envisioned it. It had cobwebs all over it. And then I envisioned an older white male with a brown cowboy hat, brown cowboy boots. His hat was like suede, and he had like a brown rifle, and I envisioned him pacing everywhere. And then I keep being drawn to the top of the trees as I feel like there's a portal in the sky.
And one of the things is that when you mentioned a portal in the sky, Bill Burns of UFO Hunters said that this is UFO triangle, that UFOs are very much attracted to gold, and that he felt it was a portal out here. So that's kind of interesting. So anyway, and now Robert, thank you for having us in your home. You cooked up some chicken and macaroni salad. Yeah, well, pretzels. Yeah. Oh, and thank you for the smudging wands too.
Thank you.
So yeah. Thank you for.
Thank you, Deanna.
I make them all the
I
time,
did,
so if you hang around me on that, you'll get some more.
I did have some pretty amazing experiences tonight. One was in the shed when I was standing next to you, and I felt this rush, this spirit like rush right up into my face, and you verified it with your device on the phone, and then it rushed through you and shot behind me, and all of a sudden I felt this energy shoot from my spine all the way up past my neck, and it basically paralyzed me. It was an amazing experience. And then when we were in the bedroom, I felt, why is that light swinging? So we were in the bedroom, I felt a tickle down my arm, and you captured something on your device, and you captured, Paul, a spirit orb right next to my arm at the moment that I felt that.
Right.
So those
Yeah. So 3 things happened to verify that it was some type of paranormal activity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Okay, Bonnie.
I experienced some tingling on my head, which has never happened before. The weirdest thing. My whole top of my head tingling, and then downstairs in the basement, as I was going through the door, full body tingling. Very strange. started again.
Like a veil of energy that you walk through.
Yeah, it was the strangest thing. And then I took a couple more steps and it was gone. Yeah.
Wow.
You heard some
Cool.
tapping down there.
Tapping, I keep forgetting about the tapping.
Oh, the tapping. What happened with the tap?
I had my real-time EVP player on, and I was recording a net, and I heard tap, 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 like on metal. And then it went away, and then again, tap, 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 tap. The same on metal again. Really, really lightly.
Wow. Interesting. All right. Seems like everybody experienced something. Zandine?
I mean, I can't really say I felt a whole lot, but I can say that for me, the orbs that Steve filmed, like, that was kind of like the first for me to see, like, the orbs, certain orbs, like, in that way. So for me, it was the orbs, and I learned that Jerry Rice is a big tipper, too. That's a private joke between him, but, no, the orbs, I mean, 100%. When we see the footage, that's, like, for me, so.
Well, and I saw that half body apparition, and I didn't really feel too many things, but I did feel a lot when you sang that song about the dude smoking weed.
Oh.
Yeah. Steve?
Actually, pretty active night.
Yeah.
I mean, from the minute we got here, when we first got here, I turned on my device for EMF, and it pointed us directly to the garage. We went in there. I was feeling some pressure in my head, and then pain in the back of my neck, like if my neck was broken or something like that, from the entity that was apparently living in there. Then, some tingling, definitely hairs on the back of my neck standing up, definitely some feelings there. Pain in my side as I was walking toward the shed. The vortex out in the front here, kind of that swirling energy feeling kind of made you feel kind of like your equilibrium was off. The photos of the silhouette in the window, and of course the
That was amazing.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was
of
awesome.
course the orbs. were-
Yeah, and the story behind that, I'm sorry, Steve, but Robert, you were saying that the Native American Indian looks through that window, and that's why you put that covering there.
Correct.
And then he's over there verifying it by taking shots,
Just
taking
snapping
pictures.
Yeah. Somebody looking through the
Yeah,
window.
that's so bizarre. And then the next shot, he's not there.
Nothing
Yeah.
there.
So that's crazy, Steve. What else happened? You were
Just a lot of orbs and stuff like that. Mainly just kind of, just uneasy feelings, the tinglies, like the ladies were saying here. Yeah, tinglies. I don't know how else to explain it. But you
Tinglies,
just,
I like it.
you just get a feeling that that a presence is there. Somebody, it's like almost like someone's taking a finger lightly and running it up your back. You know, how you get that little tingly feeling. It's kind of like that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of action in this. There's a lot of action in this house.
Definitely.
And property for sure.
definitely an amazing night. Kathy?
Well, I have to say, like, the whole time I've been here, I've kind of felt a little off kilter. So I think that the whole property itself has like a vortex. Maybe stronger in some areas than others. I was definitely drawn to the shed, which turned out to be
Pretty amazing.
pretty amazing in
Yeah,
there.
very
It had a
amazing.
really heavy feeling for me, so it wasn't something that was friendly, kind of, so to say. And then
What'd you call them? Not nice?
not
No,
nice,
they're not
yes,
nice.
not nice. And then when we were in the bedroom, I had that feeling of over the bed. And then after you told the story, and then in the hallway there, I was feeling something. So
I
I,
was
asked
amazed by
him.
that.
Yeah, I asked him, has anything right here just feels, and he explained that the last paranormal team that had been here, one of the psychics had come in and said that there's a vortex right there, right where I was
And that's
standing.
A portal right there.
A portal.
Yeah. So for you to feel that energy, to me,
Yeah.
was validation.
Yes,
That was
yeah,
pretty
you
amazing.
definitely validated some of the things I was feeling. But you seeing the guy walking by was really cool because that
Yeah.
kind of validated for me that shed was definitely had something in it.
Well, a lot of things tonight happened in threes. So, you felt in the shed there was something there. Okay. And then I said, okay, well, you have to check it out. And then I saw the half body apparition, and then we got
Can
the
I ask
EVP.
you what he looked like kind of when he went by? Was he an older man? Was he...
It looked like a figure of a man. I couldn't see, I couldn't make out anything. It was just a head and shoulders. I couldn't make out a face, but you can tell it was a figure.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the three things is that you felt something in the shed, EVP, and the figure of the man. And then the three things for you is that I guess you felt something, and then he had an orb by his hand, but you felt something by your arm.
That was in the bedroom.
Yeah, in the bedroom.
Yes.
Yeah. Three things that are happening. Yeah, and then I take a picture, and there's an orb by your arm.
Definitely
Yeah.
lots of feelings and activities. And stuff.
Yeah. All right, Jason.
Can't say either that I really felt something, but the video of the orbs, yeah, I can't explain. I got chills. It's like, all right. And then now I have to see the picture of the Indian in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, you showed me that one. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't deny anything.
Well, let me give you a little history on Jason. He's new to paranormal. He just got introduced to this a few months ago.
With you guys.
Yeah, and he was a non-believer. And his very first investigation was a few weeks ago down at Boger Winery.
Yeah.
With Paul and Deanna. And so that was your first
You
trip.
got awesome EVPs the
That's
first
why I
time
went
out.
out the very next day and got one of these. And he went back to the gate.
And he
Oh,
didn't.
you did?
And he got me one, and he bought me one too. That's
But,
He's
yeah.
hooked.
And he didn't see the article.
It's addicting, isn't it?
It is. It's
Yeah.
addictive. You'll stand there for
Makes you want more.
1,000 times, asking stupid questions, argue yourself, but then you're like, wait a minute. Right. Yeah,
Robert,
appreciate it.
and he couldn't find the article. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, you write. See, the thing is, you write articles as soon as we finish. You guys are like so prolific.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this EVP shit, the article, and it was like,
Yeah, you'll
Onyx
be up till
article.
4 in the morning,
No,
right?
no,
So-
Yeah, yeah.
Some article he wrote, I couldn't find.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll send. Shoot me an email. Yeah. Every paranormal investigation we do, it goes in our books. She writes books. I write books.
I like
And yeah. And every.
in a book?
Yeah.
Can I get a signed one?
Yeah. In fact, the group shot that we did, that's going into the book.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So the articles and it gets published at Costa Rica Times. Yeah. Yeah. So she does Costa Rica. She does metaphysical articles. I do paranormal articles.
How fun.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we get it out there. We get that information out there.
Do
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so Annette?
And
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be good.
it's gonna be good. Well, when I first approached the garage, I got to a certain point and said, "Oh, I need some Palo Santo on me before I hit that thing. I could feel it." I didn't really connect too much with what was in there, although I could feel it moving around. I felt like there was some kind of an ownership, and I'm using that term loosely, but like he was saying, just so we're all clear, this is mine, okay? And I was just kind of like, okay, what's that about? And then when we were in the shed, it was really heavy feeling, and
Gotta go back there.
it just, something went right through me. I could feel him go right through me, and took a moment to do that, and then just as soon as I'd done that, Robert was saying, yeah, I just got this thing up my back. So that was interesting. I spent a little time alone in the basement with Bonnie, and I got some impressions about some of the presences that are here. And there's some really protective presences, trying to, I don't know if you want to call it win the war, but that was a really good feeling for me to know that there are a lot of protective people here that care. And then in talking to Millie, it was interesting because the minute I sat down and started talking to her, she started feeling the people I was talking to her about, and I went, "Oh, I see you too." You can feel these people. She says, "Oh, it's funny. I can just like feel them now." And she says, "Thank you" to me, but I'm like, "No, you're doing this." So we talked in the bedroom. When I went in the bedroom, there was, I want to say, a ton of people. I couldn't name most of them. We talked, Billy and I, about a friend of her mother's, Stella, who was here, and she's in a protective capacity. There's other ancestors of hers. I'm not sure she's even met all of them who have come out to rally with her. And this was before I knew the details of her attack, but there were a lot of them here, and that was a good sign. I also met the cat, Sophie. When Bonnie and I had been doing an spirit box session, this thing had said, besides saying my name a couple of times, it said Sophie.
Did it really?
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
No, I looked at Bonnie and I said, Sophie.
Yeah.
So then Millie called the cat and said, Sophie, and I went, oh, okay, guess what? But what I found most interesting, and when Millie tried to play it down, was the bathroom door rattling when it was closed. She said, go knock on there because maybe somebody's in there. So I knocked on the door, opened it up, and there was no one anywhere near that door. Wow. She had thought maybe it was the cat, and then the cat came in the other door. So I was like, okay, it's just telling us they're here. But mostly what I found was that, Millie does have her abilities. Robert says he's aware, and that's important, that you're aware, that she has, I understand why she shuts things down. It would really be great to think that she will find a way of opening up to protect herself, not necessarily to communicate, but to learn some protective mechanisms. Sage is good, crystals are good.
And I see you know about Palo Santo.
Yeah.
She loves Palo Santo.
What is that?
From Peru.
They're the sticks I burn all day.
Oh, it's awesome
Used
stuff.
to use it. It brings
Yes.
good luck. It smells so.
It's Native American.
Oh, she also too use cinnamon. What?
I always use cinnamon too. Cinnamon's like an all-purpose protector.
You can
Good
use
luck.
it
You only
like
want to burn
sage.
about a quarter of it at a time, though. She burns the whole stick, and
No, I
sticks
don't.
on
It's hard to keep it burning.
Yeah, it is. You have to
I
be
constantly
relighting.
like it. But it's like you can use it just like sage.
Like I say.
So I use it to clear all the
It smells
and
so.
sage.
You know,
does.
it's
It
so
has that
amazing. But
earthy
people
smell.
will go to a metaphysical shop and buy sage, a smudging wand, okay, and spend about $9, $10, whatever. And you can go over to a eucalyptus tree, cut off some of the eucalyptus leaves, and it does just the same as sage does, if not better. Yeah, and it wouldn't cost you nothing.
What I find
Yeah.
Eucalyptus
interesting.
poisonous?
No. When she burns the eucalyptus in a lot of the homes that we do blessings at, the people are just like, it smells good, and they feel, wow, it's really cleared out the bad spirits. And so, in fact, she's been more successful with that than just using regular sage.
By the way,
Yeah.
that house, the demon she did, Michelle,
Yeah.
said she's clear.
Yeah.
There's some scientific stuff to back that up too. People that scientists, and I always, because my husband's a
Oh, I'm
scientist.
sorry. And the Aborigines were using eucalyptus leaves for smudging wands.
Right.
Yeah, and that's
So here's
that's
what you'll
ancient.
find.
Yeah.
It's not just good to cleanse the spirits. It actually does clean the air. The microbes and all those little foreign things that are in the air. When you've burned a sage or something to that effect, it cleans the actual air. It's healthy for you.
That's what
Now,
helps the
Nice.
energy too.
yeah, and then when you have that energy clean, so even if somebody says, "Oh, well, there's no spirits here," fine, go ahead and clear your air anyway,
Yes.
because you're doing yourself
And even
a
if there's
service.
no spirits, your energy, your family's
Your
energy,
energy,
people that come
everything
in
We're
your
gonna take
better.
pictures
house,
at the cat
and
center.
it helps to kind of
Batteries
clear
last.
their energy out. It's
Exactly.
like whenever I buy a crystal or I
should
buy
probably close it
anything,
down
I
now.
clear it.
Absolutely.
Can I get this video?
Yeah, you
But
push the
know,
red one.
I will tell you one